Hey Aries, it's Lisa, and here is your February 26th to March 3rd, 2024 general reading. This is just a general reading. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, all my contact information is in the description box below this video. I am holding a contest in February. If you would like to win a reading with me, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, and I'll enter you in the draw. And if you've already subscribed, still leave a comment and I'll enter you in as well. And I'll be picking the lucky winner at the end of February, which is only a few days away. So get your comments in there. Okay, Aries, so let's see what's in store for you this week. So Aries, the overall message for you for this week is the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is about getting a new perspective. It's taking a step back, getting this perspective of a situation, accepting certain things about a situation, about yourself, whatever's going on, and then moving forward. But you kind of have to take this step back and see things for what they are. And then the challenge you have this week is just putting your head down and working hard, gathering information. Could be just like, you're like, I'm just not feeling it. Or that you're having a hard time getting the information, but it is really important that you do. So we'll get some clarity on that. Then what you need to focus on this week, Aries, is mental clarity. Again, there's this sense of getting this new perspective, or this something like taking a step back and seeing things clearly. And I think, you know, when you're working hard at something, or you're trying to do something and you're not feeling like doing it, or there's something that's kind of like feeling like, I'm not sure if this is right, or if I'm doing the right thing, heading in the right direction. Sometimes you need to take a step back and then things come clear. And then you're able to go, I see, I need to tweak this. I have to add this. I need to do whatever I need to do. I have to learn how to do this. And then that leads you to your success. So there's something about taking a step back and really kind of getting things clear about the direction you're going in. And then what you don't see coming will reveal in a moment. Okay, Aries. So getting that new perspective, which helps you move forward. The Two of Wands is about not limiting your thinking, right? It's about not settling, limiting your thinking. You need to think big and then think even bigger, whatever that is for you, because we have it all different. Our views of big are different. But it is about not limiting your thinking. It feels very much like it almost feels like there's more for you and you're not seeing it. So when you take a step back, you're able to see all the things and see where you're holding back and where you need to go forward. The Death card, my favorite card. So the Death card is all about that you've changed and grown. Some of you may be in the process of doing this, just starting it. Others may be at the end of it, where you're coming out and you're a different person, right? So it's that you've grown, evolved, and changed. So it's kind of, I see why they're saying, especially with the Death card, it's like things have changed and shifted and you're not the same person. So you need to kind of realize that. It's almost like having post-traumatic stress with growth, right? Where it's kind of like you're still thinking you're the old way, the old person that you used to be, but you're not. And the best way to put that is, when I think of the Death card, I think of it as you were a caterpillar, and then you went into a cocoon, whether like in life in general, and you grow and you learn, things happen and you start to do certain things. And then you come out as this beautiful butterfly, and you can't go back to being the caterpillar no matter how hard you try. And there's this kind of like process that they're talking about for you, Aries, where you're this butterfly and you're still thinking you're a caterpillar. Like they're showing me a butterfly like walking on the ground rather than flying, right? So you're limiting your thinking. You're thinking, oh, well, I can't fly like other butterflies. I'm a caterpillar, and you're trying to walk. Where it's like, no, you're not. You're a butterfly now. You need to take a step back and hold a mirror up to your face and say, oh, wait, yeah, I am a butterfly. And then you can go and be a butterfly. It's interesting the way they're wording it. It's kind of like you've grown, you sort of know you've grown and changed, but you still think you haven't. So you're still trying to be the old way where that doesn't work. You need to think bigger and better. There's more stuff coming. It's an interesting, yeah. And it's not like because sometimes we are stubborn and we're like, oh no, we're still this person. It's like you know you've grown, but then at the same time, it's like habits. Like it's kind of like, this is my habit. I've always done this. And it's like, well, you don't need to do that. Yeah, it's interesting. So the challenge you have is putting your head down and doing the work, but it really does feel like doing the work a new way, doing new things. It could be even like you worked hard at what you do for a living and you are now a supervisor or a boss. And it's like you're still acting like an apprentice and yet you're an expert, right? So it's kind of like you need to put your head down and continue to move forward because you're thinking you're still trying to be this apprentice, but you've worked hard at getting it. There's just this kind of disconnect about who you were and who you've become. That's sort of what it feels like. Hope that makes sense. But the Hermit is about overthinking and overanalyzing. Again, there's this, like you're stuck, you're spinning your wheels. Instead of just putting your head down and doing the work, it's a challenge for you because it's kind of like you don't, I know what it feels like. It feels almost like imposter syndrome. That's what it feels like for you, Aries. It's like you've changed and grown and you have imposter syndrome. You don't think you're the butterfly. You're like, but I'm a caterpillar. And you're like, but you're not a caterpillar. You're a butterfly. And you need to stop overthinking it and just be the butterfly. That's the best way I can put it. Some of you might just be like, you're crazy, Lisa. But that is, you're overthinking it and trying to figure out it's like imposter syndrome. The Lover's card for some of you can be about overthinking and, love and love interest and reconnecting with the person that you're partnered up with as well, bringing passion back. But this really feels like just connecting to your passions and being really passionate about it doesn't matter whether you're a caterpillar or a butterfly, you just love what you do and love who you are and love life the way you live it, right? And want to be more passionate about what you're doing. So focus on that rather than overthinking everything. Yeah, it's such an interesting reading, Aries. Okay, so then the Ace of Swords is about mental clarity. Things are starting to come clear where you're like, oh, wait a minute, maybe I am a butterfly. Yeah. And then when you do have mental clarity, things do move forward. They shoot forward. This can also be about travel. There may be some travel coming in for some of you. But for others, it can just be that things when you get the mental clarity, then things start to move forward. It's because it's only like this hesitation of thinking you're still this apprentice when really you're not. And then the Three of Wands is about looking backwards at the past, wanting to go back and be that caterpillar, reminiscing about being the caterpillar, the good old days of the caterpillar. And now it's about just being in the now, right? This card is all about just be in the now and accept the now and be present in the now and embrace the now. Stop looking backwards. And then what you don't see coming, Aries, is the Five of Cups, which is mindset, right? It's focusing on what you don't have or what you've lost or, when I was a caterpillar, I was able to do all these things. And you need to stop focusing on that. And you need to focus on all the things that are waiting for you, right? That are out there as you soar as a beautiful butterfly. It feels very much like this process of growth. And it's just going through that process. And the best way to get through the mindset is just to continue to move forward and move towards the success that you want. Just do it. And then stop limiting your thinking. Stop, which you've had where it's just, you need to just kind of think big and then think even bigger. You need to stop thinking that you're this caterpillar and you need to think the sky's the limit. I can soar now. And you have to do that because there's so much waiting for you. It's such an interesting reading, Aries. Thank you so much for watching. Love to hear what you think of my craziness. If you could like and share my videos, that really helps. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment so you could possibly win the reading with me. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you soon.
To succeed in life, you need three things: a backbone, a wishbone, and a funny bone.